So, the Premier League at the moment is, in my eyes, very disgraceful and very confusing on a human level because the main news, well, a news that came out was that prior to the Chelsea Wolves game this morning, Chelsea appealed for it to be postponed because we've got, I think it's up to like 7 players out due to COVID or something. Chelsea has 7 players out due to COVID. Um, and the Premier League declined that, and the game was forced to go ahead. And Chelsea had 4 outfield players on the bench, including Saul and Ross Barkley. So that kind of says the state of that there. But the way I'm thinking of this, I'm not trying to come out, and I don't want to come from the point of view like I see a lot of other people are doing, of the victim of like, oh, it's so unfair on Chelsea. Oh, we we only drew because everything's so unfair to us. And although I do somewhat agree with that because I don't understand why other COVID outbreaks in squads aren't comparable to our COVID outbreak in the squad, but I like that's not the main priority. My main priority isn't it's so unfair the Premier League at the moment. Whatever. The main reason that the big perspective that I want to travel down in my head is that purely why is COVID like not a thing this year or this time compared to when it was last year? Like, I know vaccines are out and they're helping people obviously, but it's still a dangerous virus, you know? So the COVID that you got last year is the same, if not even more contagious and deadly virus that you have this year. So it's confusing because last season, if one person got COVID, then instantly the Premier League was like, look, we need to protect our players, we need to protect the staff, everyone's health is a priority. Let's stop games for a while, and then we can get back into it. Why is that not happening this year? Why is it not happening now? It's suddenly that, oh, we lost a lot of money last time. We can't lose that kind of money. Players, yeah, whatever, you can go ahead. And it feels like for the Premier League to go, hey, let's shut down the league for like a week or two or even a month. It wouldn't be that long. It wouldn't be like a 3 months lockdown or something. Just postponing games a few weeks ahead. It feels like the only way the Premier League will do that is if either A, there's somebody who gets COVID bad and it goes very bad for them, or B, because more players are out and the players that luckily haven't contracted COVID are playing significantly more minutes, there's going to be an increase in injuries. Even then, even then, I don't even think the Premier League would bat an eye at that if there was that many injuries, if I'm being honest. I think the only way they're just waiting for something big to happen and then go, okay, now we can stop this. That's not that's not the best way. You don't go, I'm gonna wait until somebody dies or gets like very long term bad health and then I'll act. No, you act before it. It's like, oh, I'm not even gonna solve that. It just doesn't make sense purely on a human level. If you think of it in if you stop games, then you won't get money. That makes sense, but a robot, I could understand, but for humans, need I say more?